I'm Jeremy Carroll with Movieguide. You join me on the black carpet here at Paramount Pictures of Channing Tatum's new movie, Roofman, based on true events and terrible ideas. Let's talk to the cast and crew.
I met Lee while I was filming the movie, but she had such an open, graceful, just her being and the way she's forgiven Jeff and still talks to him and takes it like a beautiful adventure that they went on, and is a great mother, and still she just had a lot of grace in the face of something that could have turned, really somber for her.
What's it like having your story immortalized in a movie like this?
It's very exciting. I'm excited that after 20 years, they finally brought our story to the big screen and everyone can truly understand what we went through that time. Let's remember, it's not a documentary, it's a feature film, so there are a lot of pieces that are not true and a lot of that is true, but the overall story is the same. They met, they fell in love, and she had to do what she had to do, and he's paying for his crimes, and Lee moved on and recovered.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you. So this story is pretty unbelievable. What did you think when you first heard about it?
Well, when I first read it, the first thing I asked Derek, I was like, he didn't really blow up the dentist's office, right? That was a lie, that was fake. And he was like, no, he really did that. And I was like, no way. That to me was talk about going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely shocking.
Yeah.
And talk me through your character, what her motivations are in the story and how she progresses through this whole plot.
Well, she plays the ex-wife of Jeffrey's and Channing's character, and it's kind of like the demise of his life. They're breaking up, and then he starts robbing Toys R Us to survive. So I don't know. I really like that she had the courage to kind of break up with him and say this is not good for me. It's not good for my family. I love you, but you gotta go.
What do you think about being stuck in a Toys R Us for 6 months? Could you do that?
No, I don't even like camping. I need a shower, I need my things. But the people that do, good for you.
So talk me through some of the challenges and yet benefits of writing something that actually happened.
The hard part is shaping that into a dramatic structure. So how does that have a beginning, a middle, and an end? How does it have rising action and conflict? How does it resolve itself? And really, I think we tried at the beginning to kind of force that structure and, to find the way that it was going to kind of fit a formula. And what we found was by following the true story, it was actually more interesting. And we kind of pulling off some of the rules away from it, made it more fun to tell the story that way.
Kirsten.
Yes.
This film explores how Jeffrey doesn't just infiltrate a Toys R Us, he also infiltrates your family.
Mm-hmm.
Playing a vulnerable side of that, and ultimately, what does that cost your character?
I think that Lee has some good boundaries with her daughters and bringing John into the picture. I think that she navigates everything with a really good conscience and tries to be the best mother for her kids. And, this happened in real life and they really fell in love, and she still has a lot of compassion and love towards Jeff, even though, all this went on. She handles things with a lot of grace and love. And so this was a real adventure for her and her family, and they look back on this time in a really loving way.
That's amazing. It kind of shows the strength of your character and how she was able to deal with it.
Yeah, and just showing compassion and empathy for someone who's clearly really struggling and wanted to do good and wanted to be a good man and wished that he could be with Lee and her family.
Yeah. And Channing, as a father, how do you relate to his motivations to do anything for this family?
Look, into a corner, I would do anything for my daughter. I'd burn this whole world down for her if I had to. I'm very happy that I don't have to do that. Very privileged to not have to make really hard decisions like that. And, even talking to Jeff, he still even knows. He's like, I know I could have done things different. And, he had, he told himself whatever stories that he needed to tell himself to justify what he was doing, and he said it. He's like, look, I got greedy. I thought I had the perfect, sort of formula, and no one was getting hurt, and whatever, which is not true, and he knows that now, and he's very, very sorry. Obviously, he's had a lot of time to think about everything that happened and everything that he did. But when it comes to me and mine, I can't say that I would be a virtuous person if I was put up against it.
I would punch someone in the face for my child, or
Easily.
do a lot of things.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, without question.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think twice.
No, me neither.
No fighting. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.